Hey, what's going on, my friends? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor, and today I'm going to share with you 5 more things I think you should know about the August Ascension energies here in 2018. As I was about to shoot this video, I was thinking, what would be a good way to introduce this? What's like the main theme? And I got in my head, breakthrough. It's a breakthrough from a lot of the storm we are caught up in. Though productive, it was a storm indeed back in July. We've sort of recuperated sufficiently from that, and we've broken through to a whole new playing field, a whole new chapter. An exciting new book, more accurately put, is opening up before us that would not have been possible with all the transformation we did back in July, but we have done that. We've done a phenomenal job. If you're still alive and kicking and breathing, kudos to you. It's not an easy time to live in. It's a very productive and transformative time indeed, however. And there are fruits, there are results to doing that degree of transformation, which many of us have done thus far. And now we are breaking through into a whole new playing field, the best way I could put it. And I am very excited. In particular for this update, I'll get right into it. Again, I have 5 things for y'all. Number 1, I wrote down your dreams solidifying and filling you with crazy passion. Yeah, sometimes we can go through the ringer with transformation, difficult circumstances, emotional purging, ascension flu-like symptoms. Oh my goodness, no one likes any of that. But once all of that is released, usually the first thing that we notice is passion. A sudden fondness and excitement in a new direction that we resonate with. And now it's becoming beyond that, where we're starting to get kind of a clear idea of like where our life is generally heading. And it's awesome. It might be different than what you've expected. For me, it is big time. In fact, I keep having these little curveballs sent my way. So for me, the way it's playing out is I'm trying to find the best words to describe it. I'm just like lit up with this excitement to speak, to do live events where I like get on stage and I can really, I think, help people in a much deeper way. And I don't know, just the idea of that, it just seems so exciting. And that's kind of a new goal for me in a sense, because sometimes when we are stressed out, our goals, where we think we want our life to go, is more about, I want an alleviation of this stress. So for me, it was like, I just want to kind of have a vacation. I just want to like write books and chill. I'm going to write a book. But my point is, my goals were more reflective of getting out of stress. But all that stress was productive. And as it starts to kind of fade away, which it is doing now, you might find this passion. For me, it's speaking. What is it for you? What do you want to do that you feel you will do? As big and bold, as maybe even unlikely or surprising as it may be, what is that for you? You might become way more aware of that to the point where it starts to really solidify from a vague excitement to, yeah, I'm gonna take this on. This is a goal for me, and I'm gonna do it. And not only am I gonna do it, but I really believe I can do it. I believe I'm meant to do it. The universe will certainly support you. It might be doing so in this following way, where you might be getting evidence in your life that is leading to the conclusion that it would be wise to pace yourself. Life, I heard it put recently, is like a triple marathon, like an ultra marathon, way longer than 25 miles. And the whole key is digging into a rhythm of productivity, consistency, forward movement over years, over decades. And that's the way to really build your masterpiece. But it can be tough when you're stricken with this newfound excitement to go. But that isn't wise. And not only are we becoming higher vibrational, with that comes wisdom. The wisdom to pace yourself. So you might be having your life overwhelm you or show you that you keep burning out and you really got to find your own rhythm. It's going on with me too. I have this cold I'm still lingering on, and little things have been showing me that your pace is unsustainable. But that's caused me to reevaluate so many aspects of my life. So I take all these maybe negative circumstances that are highlighting a huge benefit I could implement into my life as a blessing, which it is. And now I'm getting into this new rhythm where I'm going to just sort of reorganize my day to optimize my energy. That's one of the ways it's going to play out for me. I'm going to simplify my life, as I've been talking about. So what could you do that would help you develop a pace that's fast enough for your own liking, but also allows you to maintain yourself, to optimize yourself, your health, your joy, your happiness, etc. Number 3, one of the really nice things about awakening is that you experience exactly what you would think awakening would imply sometimes, where you literally just wake up to the dreamy irrationality, oftentimes, of the illusions of your mind that for a long time has like held you back, stifled you, and you wake up to like it's just smoke and mirrors, and it's foolish to let this stop me because it makes no sense. It's just so easy and commonsensical and obvious. One of the ways I noticed this playing out with my wife, she was talking to me. We were driving my kids to school, and she was mentioning that her and her friend Tia, they're good like soul buddies, and they're both beautiful women, and you would not think they would have any sort of insecurity about themselves, but they both do deeply, in this sense. And they were discussing. My wife gave this example where she'll walk into a grocery store sometimes, and if she had like an unhealthy meal the night before, she's waking up to her thought processes saying that everyone's going to know I'm fat. Everyone's going to think I'm ugly. All these crazy thoughts, when it's like the reality is no one's going to notice that. That's something that I can't even notice as a husband. But my point is we all have that. I'm not judging her. I have that too. In fact, mine, I'll confess right now, I've been waking up to the fact that I have it's funny to say this out loud, but like a fear of middle-aged women yelling at me. I realized how on edge I've been about avoiding that. And I'm waking up to where it came from. When I was younger, one of my friends' moms yelled at me for, I don't know what I did, something at their house. I was like 7, 8 years old, I'm guessing. I can't remember which friend, but I know it's what it's from. And it's imprinted on me, this irrational fear of middle-aged women, causing me to really walk on eggshells, sometimes stifle what might be more of a bold, masculine sort of expression that wants to come through. I try to dumb it down sometimes. Anyways, if I'm going to go speaking, I need to be as authentic as possible. I can't have any ridiculous self-imposed limitations holding me down, and this awakening is allowing me to wake up to that. There's no Reiki needed here. There's no yoga. There's no technique. It's just like, that's there. That's a bit ridiculous. And there it goes, just floating away. Number 4, and this is another beautiful one. It's realizing you have changed and therefore are capable. Sometimes as we release these irrational fears, we have a new way of looking at ourselves and a new self-image, which is more accurate, which is you are always changing, you're changing quickly, and you're capable of way more than you were in the past. You're a new you now. So it's time to start acting like it, acting from it. One of the things I noticed with a lot of my one-on-one clients is they'll bring up concerns, what if scenarios about like something sort of starting to transpire in their life, will say, and they'll say, well, Vic, you know what, I've been in this sort of situation before, and in the past I made these mistakes, or I made decisions that I've come to regret, and I don't want to make that again. And I always had the same response, to say, you're not going to allow that to happen because you've changed. You've learned from the past. You're wiser and more expansive. So stop thinking about yourself as if you were still the old you, because you are not. that is gone and that is serving your wisdom now. That's just me saying that. I'm saying you might have circumstances in your own life that will validate what I just said. I had an experience recently where both my oldest and middle child started school. My oldest child be homeschooled for a couple years. As you might have seen, we were in this transition, living in RVs, all sorts of stuff. And there was a part of me with a bit of guilt, like, did I do the right thing? Am I like being the best parent I could be? And then sure enough, my oldest child's doing phenomenal, and my middle child's doing great now. But those first couple days, he would cry every time we left him. He'd just bawl, and he wasn't as bad as some of the kids, fortunately. But it was like I didn't want him to have that kind of separation anxiety. But again, I sort of like would judge myself, think like, wow, Victor, maybe you're not capable. But I was in Sedona earlier this week, but when I came home, I was able to take him to school and go with my wife. And I gave him this little pep talk. I explained to him, I was like, Luke, ma'am, when I was younger, I explained how horrible I was in the same circumstance. I put up a huge fit. I remember I refused to get on the bus. I made this massive scene. And I was like, dude, Luke, that's what I did, man. And I survived. You're doing amazing. I gave him this like pep talk. And I could see it clicked with him. And sure enough, he went off and has not happened since. And that was for me, that was like a realization that, wow, you're capable. Yeah, there'll be challenges for your children, but you are like a guy who's doing his best at life and on this road to mastery, as we all are. And therefore, you can rely upon yourself. You are capable. You are capable, for you have changed, have grown, have raised. And therefore, if we are to solidify our dreams, as seems to be the theme going on right now, it's time we all start acting like the people we are in truth now. Number 5, I wrote down the Great Divide. Many people probably are assuming right now I'm implying the earth split, the splitting of the vibrations of collectives within humanity, ascension and descension, or I don't know if that's the right word, recension, I don't know. No. The Great Divide within ourselves. That's where it's starting. That's what's creating it. We are microcosms of the macrocosmic grand awakening going on. And we'll probably notice the shift within ourselves first. And right now you're probably experiencing the old you finally relinquishing its control and grip and dying and fading away, sufficiently allowing the real you to come on board, take precedence in your character, and influence positively all aspects of your life. There's a great division going on due to this awakening within ourselves. And as we become more integrated, more holistic, and allow our ego structure to fade off into the distance, we will start to see that reflected out there in the world. But it starts with us. And it's good because it's happening with us, with all of us, including you. That's my report today, my friends. I come to you feeling very good and very optimistic about this time, if you can't tell. And I just want to say thank you for all of your love and your support. If it's your first time catching my videos, I want to give you a nice warm welcome again and let you know I have a free guided meditation that I made myself it's supposed to help people who are going through the awakening process specifically. And you can check it out down below if you'd like. It's at the top of the description box. It's free again. And with all that said, I'm going to say peace out. Have an amazing day. Thank you all for everything. Wish you all nothing but the best on your path and your journey. And I'll see you soon. Peace.